So, good morning and welcome to the Team Achieve Weekly Call. My name is Charles Leslie, Diamond Leader of the team. Going into Success Club recognition, huge shout out to our top two players this month, which is going to be Phil, who pulled in 11 points over the last, 2 days? Nuts. Awesome work. Same with Kaylee, who pulled out 10. Both these guys were sitting at, I think, less than 3 points pretty much the whole month, and just in this last week or two is when they really just kicked it into high gear. So congratulations to you guys. I'm currently sitting at 3, working on my 10 over the next 2 days. Chris Drabato at 2, Jen M, Jen C, and Kel all at 2 as well. So today's going to be a little bit of a short one, just because of time on my end. So I wanted to talk about goal setting, because as I'm coming out of my little struggle period that I've been in over the last 8 weeks or so, I found another source of what caused me to kind of go into that little bit of a rut. And I think this is a common thing that happens with a lot of people who fall off track, right? And it's because we're not setting specific goals which will give us direction. I know for myself, reflecting back on the last 8 weeks, can you guys hear my music? I just realized I forgot to turn that off. My bad. So I realized with coming off of my vacation, right, coming off of that cruise, getting into a rut, I realized I wasn't setting specific enough goals like I had been in the past. I still have my whiteboard up there. I still write down my Success Club points as I get them and blah, blah, blah. But I usually always keep, whether it's on my phone, I actually, at one point, I set a daily reminder to go off at 6:30 in the morning that popped up with my goals. That way, I heard my alarm go off, and of course, I have to reach for my phone and grab it, so the first thing I saw was my goals. I'm going to get back to doing that. That's one thing I'm personally going to be doing, just to always keep that reminder there, because I found that even though it's great to have that whiteboard up there, I don't look at it every single time I sit down at my desk. It was a little bit easier when I moved my desk in the last couple of weeks. It was easier to see on the other side because it was right there in front of me. This one's off to the side. So I'm actually going to be today moving this out into my garage, because I've been working out with my buddy Chris at 9 a.m. every single day. So I know for sure I'll see it more out there. So that's one thing I'm going to start doing to get a little bit more specific, is always keeping my goals written down. That is my 2014 goals that I still have set, and that's going to be my monthly goals, or even my weekly. Now, with goal setting, moving forward into, we're pretty much almost done with May. If you have not hit Success Club 5, it is not too late. I'm at 3 points. I have a big goal of still getting 10 points. Not because of any specific reason. I just like to hit 10 now. So I still have that goal. So you guys have time in the month. And this, if you've waited until last minute like myself, and Phil and Kaylee, you guys can definitely relate with me on this. It sucks to feel that sense of urgency, right? To get those points. It sucks to wait till the end of the month and go, oh crap, I have to go get 5 people on board right now. Treat the first week of each month as if it's your last couple days of the month. That's what I've always done in the past this whole year, and I've always hit my 5 points within that first week. And this was the first month all year that I have not done that, and that sense of urgency sucks. So that's my little tip for you guys trying to hit Success Club, is try to get that done first week of the month, because the stress that it takes off of you is tremendous. So goal setting. Specific equals a sense of direction. If you are not being specific with your goals, if you're just saying, oh, I want to sell this many challenge packs, you have to put a timeline on it, a deadline, right? Because a deadline is the difference between a dream and a goal. So you have to be specific, because the more specific you are, the more direction it's going to give you. If you are just being very vague, your results are going to be very vague as well. If you are making a specific list of goals and time frames and putting deadlines on those things, just like our Success Club points, we know that by the 31st we need to have those points done. So it gives you a sense of direction. Your tunnel vision comes in and all you're focused on is, okay, I know exactly what I need to do and when I need to do it by. Don't just do that with your Success Club points, guys. Do that with all of the other goals that you may have. If you're at a place where you want to make an extra $400 a month with Beachbody, make it specific. How many challenge packs is that going to take per month? How many new coaches do you need to enroll per month to make that happen? So things that you can be specific with are personal development is another one I'm going to get more specific with. I set a goal to read. I have a stack of books. I have a stack of books. There's about 10 of them I wanted to get through ASAP. And I set the goal, I think it was like 6 weeks ago or something. I set the goal to read 6 per day. Or I'm sorry, not 6 per day. 6 for a month was what my goal was. Because I thought that I could read more than one a week. And it was a great goal. It was specific, but it was unrealistic for me at the time. Now that I'm back out of my rut, I'm more focused. I've got my drive back. I've got my motivation back. So I'm going to set that goal again to read 1 per week. So that's one way that I can be specific, and that's going to be starting in June. Now, moving forward, I want to get more team oriented, right? So I want to be able to everyone post on the first of the month. Here's what my goals are. We can even make a document. I was thinking, let's make a document inside the team group that says June goals. And each of us who are actively participating in this business, we can each put our goals in there so everyone can see it. We can all keep each other accountable. Another great thing too is something that I've done and I'm going to start working on a little bit more is create a free members group. This is going to be a basic free accountability group for all of your customers. It doesn't matter if they've bought anything. The goal behind this is you're going to have a central location for all of your members, right? And this is going to be great because it's going to give you a reason to get people signed up on that free membership, because we all have those people that come to us and ask for advice, right? Why not say, hey, I would love to be your free coach. All you have to do is just create a membership completely free. And with that, you'll get a free accountability group. So you can use that to keep plugging people in with and set a specific goal like 5 or 10 people a week. As that grows and you start to, if you're doing challenge groups like myself, if you have your next challenge group coming up where it's going to be program specific and they have to buy something like a challenge pack, you have a spot to post, and it's going to be towards people who are already signed up with you. They've already established that relationship. So with that free group, make sure you're always giving out free information, post motivational links, give them diet tips, all that kind of stuff. So when you do post, hey guys, I have a new challenge group coming up. It does require a challenge pack purchase. Here's what's on sale this month. You're already going to have a few people in there that are establishing relationships. So it's not going to be just like blindly posting on Facebook saying, hey, join my group, join my group, join my group. You're going to have some type of base to work off of. That's what I've done over the last few months, and that's how I've gotten a lot of my challenge pack sales. So I thought I would throw that out there because that's something I'm going to be working more towards. So it's worked great for me. It may work great for you if you're into challenge groups or having a central location for people. I just found it's a lot easier to work with that than it is to have 10 different people to always remember up here. Oh, I need to check in with this person. Oh, I wonder how this person's doing. Keep them in a central location. So June goals. Like I said, after we're done with this call, I'm going to create a document so you can go in there and edit the document yourself. Put down your specific goals for June. Now, June is going to be an awesome month. May is, you guys probably found out, May can be a struggle. May can be a huge struggle because we're after resolution season, but before summer. So we're stuck in this weird central middle area where people are just not wanting to do much. So with June, on the other hand, for whatever reason, June finally gets people to realize, oh crap, summer is next month. We're at the end of June or whatever day it starts. So June is going to be great for us though, because we have 2 programs launching at Summit. So you may not be hitting a crazy amount of Success Club points in the first week or two. But when that program is launched, I think PIO is on the 19th. Pretty sure it's the 19th or 20th. But Carl Deichler also mentioned that they're going to be releasing another program, which they've given us no information on. So I'm personally hoping it's Body Beast 2 because that's my favorite program. I know Phil's right there with me. Sorry, Kaylee. I don't think it's Turbo Fire. So I know for a fact that Tony Horton was working on another program. I have no idea what it's about, but I just remember Carl Deichler had leaked a picture of him on a set. So it may be something with Tony Horton. I'm hoping for Body Beast 2 because they're due for another round of that. I know Asylum 3 was in the works. So it can be any one of these programs. But the point is, we're going to have 2 program launches on the same week, on the same day probably. So this last week of June, I expect it to be awesome. I just like I had the P90X3 launch, I'm going to treat PIO and all that stuff just like it. So a little tip with PIO 2 is do the same thing I did with P90X3. If you're really wanting to promote PIO, start now. Too many coaches make the mistake of waiting until a program is launched and then starting to blow up their newsfeed. Hey guys, this just launched yesterday, blah, 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 blah. And then they wonder why nobody is buying from them. If you start now, get your people plugged into your first PIO challenge group or test group, whatever you want to call it. Get those people in that group now because they're going to keep each other motivated and excited for the launch. So when the launch finally happens, you're able to just give them the link and say, okay, here you go. They've already been given all the information that you know of. They've been given all the videos. They've been given everything they need. So they're just literally waiting for that launch date. That's what I did with P90X3, and I pulled out almost 60 Success Club points that month just because I planned ahead. So that's a huge thing that you can do for PIO right now. I know a lot of us are starting to pick up blogging. Get a page set up just for PIO. Go on to like Scotty Hobbs or look up any of the top 10 coaches and look at their blogs or their websites and see how they set up their PIO page, because that will give you kind of a guideline or a base to work off of. So June goals. As you can see, goal setting is kind of my next big thing moving forward because I know it's something I was lacking the last month. And so I'm going to get more specific with my goals because I need direction and I know I'm not the only one that needs it. So aside from that, any questions on goal setting? Thumbs up if you guys are all good. Awesome. So next is going to be team call ideas. So moving forward, obviously I've done like 36 of these calls or something like that. So all the information I've given out is nothing new. These weekly team calls I do just because I like to get on here and try to help you guys get inspired or give you some ideas based on stuff that I've talked about. But moving forward, I want your guys' input on what you would like to see, because obviously we're a team and this team is going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So when we get to the point where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 coaches on this team, I want to still be able to provide a team call that people know they can come to and get motivated by. So if you guys have any ideas that we can start doing for team calls, whether it be guest speakers, that's something that I can personally work on getting, or starting different series. Like one series I've always wanted to do was developing the leader within. That can be a 3 or 4 part series, whether it be a YouTube video or team calls. So if you guys have any ideas, write those down. And then when I post this recording inside of the Facebook group, I'm going to make sure I put a bullet point saying for whatever ideas you have, comment below. So that's something to keep in mind if you guys have any team call ideas that we can do moving forward. And also, if you want to be a guest speaker on the team call and share your story, or if you have any advice or input or any ideas that we can practice, I am more than happy to put you guys up here so you can get on here and chat, so it's not just me every week. So aside from that, that's all I got for you today. I just want to get on here real quick and just let you guys know it's all about goal setting. We got to have direction in our lives and in our business especially. Success Club is a huge, huge portion of this business. So congrats again to all of you guys who are stepping up and taking action and just making it happen, because it's easy to make up excuses a lot, little rant, right? Everyone always signs up as a coach and they're all talk in the beginning. It's always, oh, I'm going to be your best coach. I'm going to sign up this many people. I'm going to sell the crap out of these challenge packs. But when it comes time to actually take action, and it shows through the numbers, guys. Those of you who are on my list every week for Success Club points, you guys are the ones who are proving you have what it takes. And it may suck at times. Man, I know how much it sucks being a coach sometimes. Not just being a coach. I talked to Phil about this on a call. You guys can quit Beachbody. You can go to any other business on the face of the planet. You are going to face the exact same struggles. I can promise you that. I've seen coaches quit coaching and they go to Visalis or Herbalife and even come back to coaching. I've seen it all. And they always tell me, because I'll ask them, why did you quit and why did you come back? I've had this happen more than one time, believe it or not. And the answer is always the same. I face the same struggles. I thought it would be easier. I thought I would make more money, and I faced the same struggles. Why? Because it's not about the products you sell. It's not about the compensation plan. It's about you. You are the business, right? We're in health and fitness, which is great because there's always going to be a demand for it. We are never going to go out of business. That's what I love about it. We're not selling damn Tupperware. We're selling something that can change people's lives, literally. Just the way we all know how much it can change us. There's so many people out there that have no idea their potential, and we're the ones who have to go out there and show them, open up their eyes, kick off those blinders, and say, hey, here's what you're missing out on. Why not join me and have some fun? But the point is, you will face all of these struggles no matter where you're at. I ran a massage business on my own for a year and a half, and I had the exact same struggles running a massage business downtown at a storefront that I did doing Beachbody. That was something I did not know would be directly correlated. Then I started thinking about it more. I started thinking about these coaches I've seen in the past who quit, go to a different company, and come back, and they always say the struggle was the same. Because in life, whatever business you do, especially Beachbody, the customers care about you. Believe it or not, they don't really care about the products. The products help, but it's you they're coming to. So that's why we're all about personal development. That's why we're about leading by example. That's why we are here to lift ourselves up and inspire ourselves so we can inspire other people, because if people are drawn to you, they won't care what products you're selling. They're going to come to you for business. So aside from that, we'll open this up for Q&A if anyone has any questions that they would like answered. If you are fine and dandy, ready to take on this next week, give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you guys for being on the live call, and thank you for watching the recording. Aside from that, I am ready to bust out the rest of my 10 points this month, and I'm ready to kick some ass in June. How about you guys? Awesome. Let's rock it out. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon, team.
Bye.